What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our life and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth. And personally encouraging us to enjoy our life. You were not born to be a worshiper. You were born to be a builder. You were not born to be a servant. You were born to live your eternal life, which is natural, which is great, which the evil one cannot stand. So you were born to live, explore, and enjoy this great life. Life is fair, life is beautiful, life is great, just as you are. What's up, Amadi? So, you're welcome. And this is another week, right? So, we're gonna trash everything Jehovah, everything Allah, everything Jesus, everything Yahweh, everything religion, everything spirituality. We're gonna live our human life. The main mistake or the greatest lie they taught you is God. In other words, with the concept of God, they begin to teach people that the spiritual world control the physical world. I tell them that's BS. If spiritual world have such power, they don't need to have servants in the natural world, in the physical world. Let them do it, let us see. You say, spirit come on me, I begin to misere, it's a lie. Unless you have mental problem. Okay? I thought I say it well. Welcome. So it is, they taught us this spirituality or spiritual life to confuse us. And that's why look at us. Any African that is saying they are practicing spirituality or they have spirituality, I say, come on, look at your life now. What can spirituality do for you? Only you believing there is higher power, your higher self. No, your higher self they're talking about is your positive side. And the lower self they're talking about is your negative side. And that negative side is not bad, it's not evil. You don't need to trash it. Even the negative friends, you need them. So you're positive, you need a positive one. All you need to do, learn how to use them to get what you want. So in anything that is working, let me use electricity because that's what I learned in school too. See this electricity, you need the positive and the negative wire. When they come together, that's how this bulb will give light. That's how your life also ought to be. Your negative side and your positive. So your negative side is your thoughts. Those things you are thinking, those pictures you have in your head, those things you create inside you, those things you imagine that are negative, then you bring them into reality, which is positive. It has nothing to do with spiritual or spirituality or divine. They say divine. I say the divine that's saying in you is your brain. They are calling that your brain God. They are calling it divine. They are calling it higher power. They are calling it many things. But a higher power or a higher force or the, the almighty force that cannot do things for itself or for herself or for herself, except through you or through people. Can't you think that thing is bullshit? It is imaginary. It is not real. You are real. That's why you can do things. And when you begin to believe, you become powerless. And powerless people do powerless things like prayer, worship, ascribing their efforts and success to imaginary being or their failures to imaginary being. Life is excellent, bro. We're trashing God. Yeah. Been trashing God every day. We are in this and we must succeed because it's natural. Nature succeeds. Nature, there's no failure in nature. No failure in nature. It's when you fight nature, you fail. Then you say, oh, well, no. That's you. If you live naturally, you will never fail. You will never. Never. It's impossible for nature to fail. Okay, so I'm sharing today what I titled "Why Are You Suffering Unnecessarily?" So this message is targeted to Africans, my brethren. So I'm talking about us. Why are we suffering unnecessarily? Many people have been scrabbling and telling you many reasons. You're suffering because you don't obey the gods of the land. You're suffering because you don't obey the commandment of God. Trash all of them. We must break all those commandments. Commandments are for slaves. Laws are for slaves, not for human beings. Now, what human beings have to live for themselves is their brain. Your brain will not allow you to hurt somebody else. You must, like suppress or ignore your brain for you to do that. That's why I say before you pinch someone else, pinch yourself. And if you know how things hurt people or hurt you, you will not hurt other people. Unless they're coming to hurt you, then it's common sense also that we tell you stand your ground, fight. So, but with God, they tell you don't fight. God will fight for you. He has commandments for you to do. And He will fight, don't worry. And you are suffering. Why are we suffering? There's no reason. How many years I've been saying this now? There's no reason for any person to suffer in this world. There's no reason. Look at Africa. There's no reason for Africans to be suffering or any single person in Africa to suffer. There's no reason for that. No reason. But it's happening. And you see the masses, majority of Africans going to prayer houses, going to crusade ground or places of praying, seeking for miracles. And they still suffering unnecessarily. Who is against me? Who is torturing me? Who is making my business not to prosper? Who is bringing suffering in my family? Nobody. I want to show you something. It is not nature. It is not natural, but the wickedness of men, of evil men, not wickedness of men, the wickedness of evil men who invaded, enslaved, and decolonized us. Remember the Berlin Conference? Why have they not reversed it? You're talking about you, oh, I'm gonna fight for my freedom. Oh, UN will give us Biafra, or UK will support that. That's bullshit. The day you will know they have started talking about you is when they say, see, everything we did in that Berlin conference, we cancel it. Everybody, do what you're supposed to do. You have your own mind. But they stay there and divided you because they say you don't have your own say. You are their slaves. See? So you see what happened in UK, right? They said the King Charles, right? Somebody in the crowd, a white person also was saying the nation is built by the blood on the blood of the slaves. What did the people were saying? God bless the king. God bless the king. Always know that Africa, for them to keep Africa under bondage, they put God. Give them God. And you see many Africans believe in their ancestors were having gods before white people came. So where were those gods that your ancestors were worshiping before your ancestors came? You say, okay, that's why I'm worshiping the gods of my of my oppressors, of my enslavers, since their God defeated the gods of my ancestors. Idiot. Your ancestors did not have any God for fighting, and your oppressors, they are invaders. Those that enslave you and kill your ancestors, they did not do that by the power of any God. They built a weapon and came and conquered you. They only use God to put you down. And when you keep talking that, it's not every African that we are into spirituality. No, it is some people, misguided ones, people that were ignorant and afraid of what they are seeing, then they begin to see, okay, it is in this natural world they were seeing whatever they were seeing, but they say there's a spiritual world. Where is it? I don't know, but it exists somewhere. If it exists somewhere, it says somewhere, so that is a place. You need to know it. It's in this world. But you are too afraid to even find out where it is. No, I'm not afraid. He said, I will die. Okay, let me die. I will still die. You will still die. Death is not a bad thing. But when he's saying die, no, it doesn't mean you are ended. No, energy does not end. Eh? I go back, I come back. Your body is energy too. But in spirituality religion, they taught you that your body is no. You don't know the power of your body. That's why you get sick. You don't listen to your body. You get sick. If you listen to your body, you will never get sick. You will not. Because your body will tell you even when something want to happen to it. It says. No, it does. There's a spirit. You are that spirit you're talking about. They deluded you through spirituality and religion. And you see your delusion as real. You see your illusion as real. I like that interpretation of illusion. It says is the misinterpretation of what is real. You are misinterpreting what is real. Calling it spiritual is a spiritual thing. The spiritual control the natural. You are stupid. What are you saying? You are the one doing that. The fowl you kill, you are the one that kill it. Whatever sacrifice you are doing, are you not the one doing it? It's not spiritual, it is natural. You are the one that spiritualize it. Say there has been, I don't see. They are natural too. You say they once live, I see they are natural. They are living. That's why I tell you the dead, the living are not better than the dead. The living are not better than the dead, and the dead are not better than the living. You are always living. Whether you whether you are in this body or you go back to the earth where you came from, but you cannot exist without body. The earth is body too. This one body, it came from it. And if you don't eat from the earth, this body will never stand. It will go back. Because that's where you say, I'm not feeding you, I'm not feeding you. Okay. You're supposed to take from the earth, be eating for it to stand. That's the connection. So you say, I'm not feeding you. You die. There you go back. Yeah. Okay. So you're supposed to know this, that you have become useless in your land because you have been deluded. Delusion, the definition of delusion is what? Persistent false belief. You holding it. It's false belief, but you hold it. It's not truth. You hold it. It's not somebody presents fact. You continue arguing. No, fact and argument. Unless you are arguing with somebody that don't care about fact, that just want to defend their spirituality, they just want to defend their religion, no matter what you are saying. Say it's my experience. Well, your experience is hearsay. All of us experience the sun. Do you go to somebody say, the sun exists? No, because we experience it. So if you say you have experience, bring it so that all of us can experience it. If all of us cannot experience it, it is called what? Your own illusion. Yes, your illusion. False interpretation of what is real. How many times have you seen yourself rich in the dream or make some money, but nearly cannot kill a bird? Oh, I saw myself. I even robbed a bank in the dream and we succeeded. The police was chasing us. We escaped. Nearly cannot kill a bird. But you say, oh, you kill it by faith. It's there. That bird is there. I saw it. I make it. I'm rich. I'm rich. Then in reality, you're suffering. Can't you see they have succeeded in making us useless in our own land and useful in their own land? You invent things in Africa, they say this guy have ability, they take you. You will even be struggling to travel to their land. You say that, let me go and say what I have. You see some people tell you, oh, make me to come abroad. I have great things to do. I will do this. Why can't we do it in our villages? Why can't we do it in our land in Africa? Huh? Do you think if in Africa I will be like this, speaking like this freely and having light and the uninterrupted internet connection? But these are the places where they're getting everything to make these things we are using. Who invented internet? Igbo man, a black man. But see, gradually, white people are replacing it. Very soon, they will tell you it's one white man. That's it. And there's nothing we can do. Because our leaders will say, yeah, they are right. Yeah, right. Yeah, they support me. I'm a president. Yeah. Yeah, they know I'm a great man, and you'll be bowing before them. I will never bow before any president in Africa. I will never bow before any leader in Africa because I know all of them are puppets. See our people suffering. Well, tell me, why should I respect any leader in Africa? No, I treat them as I treat everybody in Africa. Mm. You see us becoming useful in their land. And all effort we make there, they give us peanuts. And that little peanut we bring it to our land is big money. We collect chieftaincy title. Alhaji, Kabiesi, Igwenka, Ahonyeng. You see the name we answer. But they're not answering that. You see them. You still go to court, you say, my lord, my lord. No, they say your honor. Which they know what is happening. You are the one using it, my lord. You say, okay, British is using it because they are your lord. America, no, your honor. Excuse me. And that your honor can be prosecuted tomorrow and he will get another lawyer that will be speaking to you. They say that if you hire a lawyer, it means you're a lunatic. I think that's what they said according to the court order. You can't speak for yourself. If you can't speak for yourself, what are you? So you see a lawyer getting a lawyer for a case. And you don't, it's a system. You see how it's going. Okay, so you see, you left your land. Some of you listening to me, you know you are the firstborn in your family, or all of you have shared your family land, and you get your own portion of the land, but you left it. Some of you already sold your own to travel abroad. You already sold your own to start business, but you don't know that land is the highest wealth you can have. If you have land, you are a wealthy person. You are a rich person. But because of money, you sold your land. You don't care about what is in that land. What is land useful for? Now you are buying something. What my co-worker from Delta State yesterday was telling me, oh man, the tomatoes I used to buy $6. I went yesterday, I just buy something. They say it's a it's a 20, $60 or $50. I say, huh? Don't you have land? Yeah, you have land back home. Your grandma or your mother then used to pick those things from her farm. They don't used to go and buy it in the market. But you left your land. Then you are in a strange land. You are complaining. You are a stranger there. You are not free. Yeah, they tell you it's a land of free. Not for you. It's for people who are running it. Not for everyone in the land. There are slaves in the land of the free. Hmm. Think about it. You left your land and became and begin to suffer. Become a suffering stranger in that land, in the foreign land, in the foreign cities. Sometimes they will say me, "Oh, you are in America. Come back home." I say, "You that is in Africa, where are you? You are not in your village. What makes you different from me?" It's the same thing. We chasing what they call green pasture because they turn us into sheep, animals. We are looking for pasture. We don't need it. We are living in our land and we are looking for greener pasture. Excuse me. We have water. What happened? Why can't our land be green? We need everything we need to build our land is there. We don't need help from any America, from any British, from any Asia, from any Europe. We don't need their help. They are the one that need us, and you can see it. That's why they put those leaders there that are using to do taking all those things as they want. See how you are suffering. You say, you claim. You claim you know better and you are living better than your ancestors. Now, I am better than my ancestors. I believe in Jesus. I'm free. I don't have to be sacrificing animals. I don't have to be worshiping trees. I don't have to be worshiping stones. I don't have to be idol worshiper. I'm worshiping the living God. Yeah, you're worshiping the living God. Didn't you hear what they taught you? Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 and verse 11. Verse 9 say what? Our Father who art in heaven. Then what does verse 11 say? Say, give us this day our daily bread. Because you are worshiping the God of your oppressors, you will keep begging bread and you will not get that bread. You still have to go and work. Your father is in heaven, and you are here on earth begging him for bread. Idiot. You left your real fathers. You left your real mothers. Now you created a father in heaven without mother there. And you are begging for daily bread. You say you are a graduate. You say you are a grown up. You say, oh, don't respect me. Don't call me names. You know, be civil in your discussion. Idiot. Why should I'm a human being? I'm using my brain. Why should I engage you in any conversation or in any argument? When you believe that nonsense, your father is rich in heaven, have mansions, streets made with gold, horses flying there, carpets flying there, wonderful things happening there, fairyland. And here you are on the earth, suffering and praying. You go on your knees praying. You pray, you sometimes you cry. And then you come in public and begin to deceive yourself. Hey, God is good. Hey, God, yeah, it is God. It's God. My co-worker yesterday said, thank God. I say, stop that nonsense. Why are you thanking God that I have not done anything for you? He wake me up. And I say, no, he didn't do that. It's natural. You sleep and wake up. If you say you're not going to lay down, God cannot make you lay down. He can never. It's natural. That's why when light go inside the darkness, because darkness is spring, then you begin to feel that weak. You sleep. You say you will never sleep. It will tell on you. It reduces your lifespan too. You are losing that sleep. You need it. So my people, or my brethren, not my people, my brethren, our only way out is to break God's commandments. They call it 10 commandments. We must learn how to break it. Remember, I've said it before and I will keep saying it because that is the only way out of this suffering unnecessarily. So the first commandment, they tell you God, what? They say that God is a jealous God. You will have only that God. No, the truth is this, don't have any God. Africans, you don't need to have God. We must be godless. We must not have any God in any form. Whether you say, no, the God I mean is nature. No, it's not. Nature is not God. And you are part of that nature. You need to have no God, no spirituality, no religion. Just have nature. Live your life naturally, humanly. The nature is eternal. The second commandment, they say that you should not make yourself any image, graven image anywhere. They are stupid. What do you mean? That means they don't want you to be innovative and inventive, like in imagining things and bringing them into reality. No, don't do it. Just worship the one we gave to you. It's in your head. You can see it. It's in heaven. It's invisible, but it's real. So pretend. Let us pray. Oh, Father, I know you hear me. I know you can see me. Father, I've been suffering. Oh. You see me suffer. It's too much. Please remove this burden from me. Stupid God. You have to value again your own images, Africans, not God's. Trash everything that they say this is from God, this is what God said, this is the image of God. No, trash it. Value your own image. The third commandment, they say that, you shall not use the name of the Lord in vain. You don't need the name of any Lord. Even their God did not tell his name in his book. When they are, what is your name? When they say, I am the Lord, that is my name. No, that is title. It's not your name. What is the name of God you are worshiping? Tell me. Your God don't have name. You are the one giving that God name. You see the Igbo Christians, they will get, that's the guy name our people used to answer. Eh? That's our name. You are taking our name. It is you are taking our behavior and our characteristics and ascribing it to imaginary being you call God. Anthropomorphism. That's what you are doing. I speak that grammar. I try. So you must use your name, not use the name of the Lord at all. You must trust Jehovah, trust Jesus, trust Allah, Trust Yahweh. Trust Buddha. Trust everything God. In the name of God, which name? One time I was in the dream. Something was happening. You know how we used to do as a Christian now. I was like, in Jesus' name. In the dream, I get upset. I wake up in the dream. You know how you wake up in the dream? You say, what? Did I say in the name of Jesus? That's the day I made that post. I say, I uproot. In the dream, that's what I was saying in that dream. I uproot everything that has to do with God, Jesus. I uproot it. When I was a Christian, you know those you sleeping and maybe you are, especially when I lay down in the couch, you try to turn around, it be like there's force holding you. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Because that's what you were brainwashed with. And you think that is real. That's why you wake up. No. How about people that don't believe in Jesus, like Chinese people? Do you think they'll be saying Jesus? Like Muslims, do you think they will be saying Jesus? The Muslim will be saying Allah, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. They will still wake up. But since I'm no longer believe that, it don't happen to me anymore. No, it don't happen. Make names for yourselves, not for any God. You do something, you're saying it's God. It's not. You must break the commandments of God. Number 4 is talking about day of rest. Say, keep the Sabbath day holy. Fuck you. Every day is a day of work and rest. Work and rest. That's how you live. You work, you rest. Our people call it Wambede. You work from morning till afternoon. Then in the evening, you relax. Wambede. Come on, you relax, drink with your friends, have fun, make merry. You sleep again, you wake up. That's how it's supposed to be. No day is a special day. Even in your own culture, when you have any special thing to do, it doesn't stop you from going to market that day or doing your market. You know, it is in the evening you will do that. You see, even when masquerade is going, some people still selling something. That's how it's supposed to be. But you stupidly close down your business. You say it's Sunday. You close down your business. You say you're going to mosque. You close down your business. You're telling me what? And after you say somebody is after you. No, you're after you. And, oh, that one is rich. I was thinking about that. He said, you see, a poor Christian will not try to associate with a poor Muslim. They are living in the same compound. But they don't see that the rich Christians are associating with the rich Muslims. You see the rich men of God getting to the presidents, going to people that not Christians, so they're going. They're doing business. It's the poor people always carry everything in their head, killing themselves, suffering. They don't want to have everything. I am poor like you too, but I deliver myself. That's why I'm talking to you. To deliver yourself too, so they will stop using you. There is no special day of anything. Every day is your day to walk and rest. Walk and rest. That's how it's supposed to be. That is natural way. Break that day. There's nothing like Sabbath. Sabbath is evil. Stop observing that. Number 5, he say, honor your father and mother so that you will leave all that bullshit. No. I want to show you why they say that. Because your father and mother are used as instruments of indoctrination and brainwashing. If not for your parents, you won't say you are a Christian today. If not for your parents, you won't say you are a Muslim today. If not for your parents, you will not say there is God today. It was your parents that were used to brainwash and indoctrinate you. That's why they say honor your father and mother. If you want to live long, excuse me. So you're telling me if I honor my father and my mother, so if I have this disease or sickness that will kill me today, it will no longer kill me because I honor my father and my mother? And you see many of us still living in that bondage of honor your father and mother. Although they are wrong, even after you have traveled, they have not traveled, you have no better than them. You still submitting yourself to this evil. They say, honor your father and your mother so that you live long. That's bullshit. I want to marry, I'm looking for my parents' blessing. I want to start business, I'm looking for my parents' blessing. That's slavery order they place us in. And you're suffering it today. Number 6, they say that thou shalt not murder. Oh, Many people, many woke people even believe that one. No, we must learn to mother. Do you hear what I say? It's called depopulation and destroying your enemies. We depopulate ourselves and destroy our enemies. We depopulate those who will stand in the way, saying, no, 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 forgive. God said you should forgive and forget. Don't worry. God said thou shalt not condemn. You eliminate them and establish a way that you will destroy your enemies. No longer loving those that love our enemies should go. You are not exterminating them. No, they will come back. So they will, when they come back in the new world. You have established for them a better place than where they were slaves before. Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. We must do that. We must do that. Mm. So, and number 7, they said, have what? And that thou shalt not commit adultery. But what do I say? No. Number 1, all you have to have is mutual sex. Help your neighbor. If your neighbor needs sex, have sex. If the husband is not fucking the wife, you can fuck the wife. If the wife is not fucking the husband, you can fuck the husband. See what I say? You know, they tell you that because they vilify sex. They know that with sex you will not be believing some nonsense that they're telling you, and that's one of the things that break me away from Christianity. Because I used to pray, I don't want to have erection, I don't want to have anything to do with women. But nature was stronger. Nature said no way. Nature, oh, and we have erection that will not go down that time, blah blah, all those things happening. I say, no, well, yeah, it doesn't make sense. Why should I be praying for this? It's not working. And I keep praying. If I see a woman, the thing stand, especially the breast, it stand. I say, no, I have to. I stop. That's how I woke up. You say you're a pervert. I'd rather be a pervert than to be a believer. A pervert because I'm fucking women, and somebody that believes there is imaginary God that cannot do anything and that person is suffering, at least I'm fucking women, they can help me. And one day I will fuck rich one. They say eat pussy. I say I don't eat pussy unless if I see a very rich woman, I may do that because I know she's providing everything for me. I don't have problem with that. I'm old man, so I'm about to die. Why should I be hiding fact from you? No, I speak factual truth. Help your neighbor, okay? It's not adultery, it's called help. All right? They say thou shalt not steal. No. You must learn how to steal back what they stole from us. They're still holding our heritage. They're still holding a lot of things, but they say, do not, thou shalt not steal. How can you stole our science, you stole our land, you stole our heritage, and you're telling me I should not steal? If I steal, you catch me, you kill me. I keep coming back stealing. I keep coming back stealing until we get everything you stole from us. Yeah, we must learn how to steal back our heritage, the things they stole from us. Number 9, he said, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You know who your neighbor are. Your oppressor is your neighbor. He said, you shall not bear uh, false testimony. You have to. You have to know and testify against your oppressors. Don't fear them. It's not false testimony. It is not false witness. You are saying the fact. And you see how they block you when you say so. I don't mean when you share conspiracy theory. No. When you talk about the written, you see, Facebook will say you have multiple restrictions. So, boom, they will hit you. Sometimes 6 days, 14 days, 1 month. You know. Number 10, they say you should not covet, right? Do not covet. You see 2 things they say there. He said, do not covet your neighbor's house, right? Then the second one was what? He said, do not covet his wife. I don't know how women read Bible. It has nothing to do with it's all men. It's men in charge, not women, according to the Bible. But 2 things. House. Do not covet your neighbor's house. Stop building. That's what they mean. But you don't know, you think he's just talking about house. They did that. They stopped us from building. They stopped us from building, and they stopped us from, from having a African family structure that we have. We don't have it anymore. Now we embrace their nonsense that says one man, one wife, one man, one woman. Excuse me? Why should it be one man, one woman? Why? Because they are evil and they brought it to us. So it's time for us to reclaim and repossess what was stolen from us. They call it covetousness. No, we're supposed to begin to innovate and invent again. We're supposed to restore our African family structure. I want you to know that we have all that is hidden. Everything that is hidden under this sun belong to us. That's why they call it the riches in the darkness. The riches, or the riches of secret place, the treasures of darkness. According to Isaiah chapter 45, verse 3. We must reclaim those things because we have all of them. Those things they are hidden in Vatican, hidden in places in Europe, in America. We must reclaim them. I want you to know this. They didn't create anything. The thing they say we should not covet belongs to us. They didn't create anything. They don't have anything except evil. That's the only thing they create. Isaiah 45, verse 7. They create evil. They call it white superiority, white supremacy. But we are here to topple them down, destroy them, and build ourselves again. Pardon.